Hey guys, about to burn this city to the ground. What up, and welcome to the SUPERNEAT podcast, the only podcast on the internet. What fun. Sorry I was a little late. I was at the gym going hard in the MF paint and got a little distracted. And so here we are, and like I like to do, I'm showing up late and I'm leaving early. I'm a working man, working for the weekend. Unfortunately, I have a family Zoom call scheduled at 7:30, right in the smack dab middle of the podcast, which just shows you how often my family is tuning in to my podcast that I've been doing for, 16 weeks? So there's that. So I'm going to leave a little early, but ideally I'm going to try and sneak them on to the podcast without them knowing, because that is always fun. That's always a fun surprise, is signing people up for stuff they didn't agree to. But if they want me to be on the extended family Zoom call, that's what the price they're going to pay. We'll see. We might not dox them like that, but I think it'd be pretty fun. So, cool. Let's get to work. We only have... Shoot, I'm late. It's 7:12 p.m. at the SUPERNEAT studio here in lovely Toronto. It is 20% room humidity. Wow, we've really dropped that. Must be the heater. 21 degrees Celsius. And of course, this is the SUPERNEAT podcast, the only podcast on the internet, brought to you by AHA Sparkling Water. What's your AHA moment? I'm going to start an online petition to get them to change their little slogans, because AHA, a can of cool you down. Weak. Right? Seems weak to me. We're getting a little lag on the webcam, so we are going to up the brightness. Yeah. There we go. A little smoother. I can go brighter, but who knows what could happen. So, guys. There it is. Let's get into it. Tell them you're pregnant. Guys, I'm pregnant. I think this is the Christmas episode. That's what Hulkbuster Unit 69 said. Is this the last episode before Crimbus? My goodness gracious, it is. Wow, that sucks. I wanted to do a Christmas episode, but I'm a moron. For some reason, I thought I had one more, as I always do. No, the 27th, we'll have a post-Christmas, so we'll have a Festivus. I will be out of the state, out of the country, whatever my persona says. That's smoothie, not cocaine. I can't afford cocaine. Always get like, what is that? Yeah, I'd like to do a Merry Festivus, Merry New Year podcast. That'd be a lot of fun, but I'll be out of the state, so we'll see. I'm going to try and set something up, but I won't have my mic. My laptop is currently bricked. I'm with the Dell support team fixing that. Hopefully that'll be fixed before I fly out. So it will be interesting, but we might do something pre-recorded. I don't know what we'll do. Maybe I'll just put something on the YouTube channel and try and direct you guys there. We might just take a holiday break and start back on the new year on the 3rd. We'll see. But I digress. We only have 15 more minutes, and here I am blabbering. Let's get into the news. Oh, actually, because I hope this isn't so loud. I really don't. Okay, here goes. You're watching the SUPERNEAT News. Live, breaking, partial, partially true. Now, it's the SUPERNEAT News. You're watching the SUPERNEAT News. Live, breaking, partial, I didn't read it.
Partially true. Now, it's the Super Neat News.
All right, we got it twice. Little loud again. Yeah, play. I have to, because I don't have a Stream Deck yet, I have to put it as my default transition and then transition. And if I don't change it back immediately during it, it will just play it again. All right. Sorry. All right. Let's get into the news. Everyone loves the news. Jokes. What's up with all these books? There we go. Okay, guys. Congress agrees on COVID-19 stimulus bill. McConnell says. Great. Okay. So here's what we're going to do today for the news, because we don't have much time. We are just going to pick one, and we're going to go in. And that's kind of it. Dang. What's up with all these books? Nah, I'm here for the booty scratching contest. Keep up. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares? It's probably important. Cyberpunk 2077 CPU scaling. What processors work best? Thanks, Tom. You're out there doing the good stuff. Donnie Darko. Alternate ending was so horrific the film wouldn't have kept its NC-17 rating. I'd like to see that. Interesting. But we're not going to go. That's not the one we're going to pick. The social media stunt leads to more than a dozen arrests in Miami. Surprise! We don't even need to click that. We pretty much we can guess. New York, something to dream made up. Guys, we are 18 minutes in and I've said nothing of value. But I guess that's how it goes. Let's see. Ooh, a solstice. Fall Guy skin. As the news seems even... What to know about Ariana Grande's engagement ring from Dalton Gomez. Who cares? What's a global citizen? Sports. I love sports. Guys, this is all lame. Russian scientists. I love anything that starts with Russian scientists. And there's like a clickbait photo of a shaved chimp that's super strong. Working on COVID-19 vaccine plummets to death in St. Petersburg. Jesus Christ, what does that even mean? He fell in St. Petersburg to his death? Uh-oh. It's from a trustworthy source, too. Okay. Guys, this is all... we just hit the bottom. That's the news? Any guys hear about any news that's better than this? This seems... Oh, perfect. Did you know there's a new signal from outer space and it's technological? You bullshitting me? Is that for real? Signal from outer space 2020. 2 days ago, alien hunters detect mysterious radio signal from Proxima Centauri. Could it be the Galactic Federation? For those of you that don't know, please watch the Alien Conspiracy Podcast. It's live on YouTube now. Do we want to go from National Geographic or space.com? Who the hell got that domain? Hell yeah, space.com. Anyone who is called an alien hunter has already lost my trust. It's legit, but who knows? It's never aliens. It's always aliens. That's what they don't want you to know. Forbes even did a thing on it. Let's do National Geographic. The New York Post. Let's do that one. That seems legit. Or is it? Just the graphic design here leads me to believe that it's not. I really don't know much about the New York Post. It's another not-so-close encounter. A team of alien hunting scientists is investigating a radio signal from Earth's closest neighboring star, drawing comparisons to the mysterious WOW signal of 1977. According to a report on Friday, astronomers from the Breakthrough Listen project, a $100 million mission to find life in space with radio telescopes, picked up a wave emission that they believe came from Proxima Centauri star, which is 4.2 light years away, The Guardian reported. It's always someone else that reports it, and then it's just like a trickle-down effect of lesser news sources. Or sometimes better news sources, depending. The researchers who detected the beam in Australia in April, it happened in April, said it's worth probing because the frequency was consistent with the movement of a planet. Could it be coming from a planet outside of our solar system? It is the first serious candidate since the WOW signal, they told the outlet. In 1977, astronomer Jerry Amman discovered radio waves that he called WOW signal while using Ohio State's Big Ear, hell yeah, I would love to be on the board that named that, telescope in Delaware. The signal, which was 30 times stronger than the usual background radiation, could not have come from Earth, scientists said at the time. What they're saying now? Maybe they're dead. Astronomers have since theorized that the waves came from passing comets, not alien life. Scientists with the Breakthrough Listen project are preparing to investigate the latest signal, dubbed BLC-1, in a research paper. That's the article? Read next. Carefree man rollerblades on the highway. Up next, carefree man rollerblades on the highway nude. This is the world that we live in. That's what's up next. You're telling me that there's a possible signal from another planet, and then some guys are rollerblading in the nude. Carefree. I guess that's what the people want. So that doesn't seem so much as an article as literally saying the headline 5 times and then saying, yeah, something like this happened in the 70s. Scientific American article is way better. Let's do that. Let's probe this for a second. Pun intended. Scientific article. New Scientist News. CNET. Am I going to have to search it? Guys, what does this mean? I mean, would they even really tell us? Oh, perfect. Thank you. Thank you, chat. Accept all cookies. Alien hunters. Oh, this is why. Alien hunters. Yeah, you guys need a rebrand. Discover mysterious signal from Proxima Centauri. It's just so cool that it's called Proxima Centauri. It's just a cool name. Strange radio transmissions appear to be coming from our nearest star system. Now scientists are trying to work out what is sending them. What's sending the radio? Huh. 64-meter radio telescope at Parkes Observatory in Australia, which detects, so this is what detected it. Damn, that thing's fucking cool looking. I wish we had a big ass one of those on the moon, right? Am I taking crazy pills? I mean, if the space race never ended, like, and it was a race to colonize, wouldn't it be pretty easy to, I mean, not easy, but relatively simple to add, like, probably a much smaller one, because there'd be less interference, all right? And slap that on the moon. Think about it, sheeple. It's never aliens, unless it is. This is how they started out. I like you, Scientific American. Today, news leaked in the British newspaper The Guardian of a mysterious signal coming from the closest star to our own, Proxima Centauri. A star too dim to see from Earth with the naked eye. That is nevertheless a cosmic stone's throw away at just 4.2 light years. God, fuck, that's far. Found this autumn They said it was in April. Found this autumn in archival data gathered last year. Wait, it was last year? And they're just sorting through it? I guess it's a lot of data, I assume. The signal appears to emanate from the direction of our neighboring star and cannot be dismissed as an Earth-based interference. Raising a very faint prospect that it is a transmission from some sort of advanced extraterrestrial intelligence, also known as an ETI. I thought that's a infection that that's why you're supposed to wear a condom. You don't want to get an ETI, something like that. A so-called techno-signature. Techno-signature. I will never sign a document ever again unless it is a techno-signature. Now speaking to Scientific American, italicized. The scientists behind the discovery caution there's still much work to be done. Scientists, will you never understand that the work to be done is not as interesting as a clickbait headline? Just find more clickbait headlines. But admit the interest is justified. It has some particular properties that's caused it to pass many of our checks. We cannot yet explain it. God, I wish you could explain it. That would be more interesting to me. Says Andrew Simeon from the University of California, Berkeley. Oh, that's what you said earlier. Berkeley's legit, as far as I know. But what do I know? Most curiously. A lot of ways to say that. It occupies a very narrow band of the radio spectrum, 982 megahertz. Specifically, which is a region typically bereft of transmissions from human-made satellites and spacecraft. 982 megahertz. 982 megahertz. Cool. We don't know of any natural ways to compress electromagnetic energy into a single bin in frequency. Such as this one. Okay. Simeon says, perhaps, he says, some as yet unknown exotic quirk of plasma physics could be a natural explanation for the tantalizingly concentrated radio waves. This article's way better. But, for the moment, the only source that we know is technological. What could they be trying to tell us? Oh, whoa, this is a hell of an article. Guys, we've hit the allotment. Holy fuck. I actually want to read this. Hold on. Chug. Okay, we know where it came from. We already learned that. From the Listen Project in Australia. I thought, didn't we cancel SETI in the US? Didn't we have a SETI program that we search for extraterrestrial intelligence? And I think we killed that off. I believe that was a core part of the movie Contact from the 90s. I think it was written by Carl Sagan. Matthew McConaughey's like super Christian in that. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, the story of this latest SETI spectacle. There's SETI. Oh, do we have it or not? Need to do some research on that. AKA Google it. Okay. It's got to go through a barrage of tests. So basically, it's interesting, but we don't yet know. And the question is this ever going to come up again? Are they going to find out like, oh, it was a quirk and that'll make headlines? Are they just gonna, or is it going to be like something I'm going to have to dig up in 6 months or a year? And if it is something, are they allowed to tell us? Wasn't that the whole point of that other article, that we're trying to get in this motherfucking Galactic Federation and they don't want us to know? And if there's a base on Mars, why aren't they just sending the signal from Mars? Maybe these guys aren't so smart on Proxima Centauri. Maybe they're sending their shit out. And 4.2 light years. So if they sent something 4.2 light years away, how long would it take? Let's find out. So let's say, how long, fuck, radio waves travel 4.2 light years. I'm just gonna put in a bunch of keywords and see what Google says. Okay, so 6,000 years to travel through current technology. I imagine that's with a spaceship. How fast? Oh, do radio wave? No, of course they would not. They do? Wow, I'm learning today. Radio waves in a vacuum travel at the speed of light. Holy fuck. You guys knew that? The speed of light? Radio waves travel at the speed of light. Does that blow anyone else's mind? I guess it makes sense. I'm saying that out loud. It does not make sense in my mind. Radio waves travel at the speed of fucking light. Means when you're listening to a live radio, it's near instantaneous. Because the Earth's atmosphere, it's close to. That is fucked. That means I could turn on a radio here, and assuming the signal is strong enough, someone on the other side of the planet, after it bounces around, could hear it almost instantaneously. And that's why, is that why we can't see radio waves? Is that what you're saying, Seaway Kid? We can't see them because they're traveling at the speed of light? Otherwise, we'd be able to see, like... Is that true? This shit is blowing my fucking mind for some reason. So it would take 4.2 years then. Right? A light year, and if it's a... So it would just take 4.2 years. Or am I fucking taking crazy pills? All things without mass travel at the speed of light. Good God, that's a hell of a fucking sentence. I need that tattooed. All things without mass travel at the speed of light. Radio signals have no mass. Therefore, they travel at the speed of light. That means this radio signal from Proxima Centauri is not terribly old on the cosmic scale. It's actually super young on the cosmic scale. 4 years? 4.6 years? Oh, well, and they picked it up last year. So, I mean, and they haven't picked it up yet, but I know they need those things pretty tuned. So, I mean, who knows how long they've been sending it, but we just picked it up. That's cool, man. I wonder if we're sending shit back at them. I wish this stuff was more mainstream. The last thing I really know that we sent out there was that golden record. We just kind of shipped that motherfucker out in the middle of space. We are sending shit in every direction. Hell yeah. Is it just ones and zeros? Is it SOS? What are we sending out there? Ever since TV broadcast started. Oh, just generally what? Just our general broadcasts are being kind of shot into space. That's how Contact starts. You remember that? The movie Contact? It's like you were far outside of Earth and you're listening to like old-timey radio. And then you show up and it's like, whoa, the year is 1999 or whatever. Interesting. I wonder if you could send a directed message to Proxima Centauri. And then in 4 years, presumably they would just get a blast of something. I don't know. Interesting stuff. We're over the limit, guys. Fuck, this is... I need to read a book every once in a while about this shit. If anyone has any recommendations on like some maybe slightly out there space books, because I read all the basics. Bible, you know, the ones that you're supposed to read when you're smoking weed in high school. Also worth noting, the speed of light is the speed of causality. Jesus Christ, that's another fucking doozy. Arthur C. Clarke T. Is that an author with a strange name? Or is that two authors? Arthur C. Clarke. Oh, and the book is probably C. Oh, Arthur C. Clarke. What do you use? Text to speech? Oh, he's a science fiction writer. Science writer. I love fucking science fiction writers that have a base in some sort of engineering or hard science. That shit is nice. Like The Martian. The book is phenomenal. He did another kind of moon book where it's like a crime noir kind of thing. It was all right, but it was still good because it's like the principles of real life physics apply because it's like near future, which I think that's a pretty cool, lesser explored science fiction theme. So like they have moon bases, but they're like not great, you know, they're like just kind of domes and mostly it's moon dust. It was very good. What's the best book by Arthur C. Clarke? Guys, fuck, I gotta go. Should I put my family on the Zoom call? Is that fucked up? They asked for it. Put them on, yes. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see how they respond. For those of you that are into science fiction books, I'm thinking I'm gonna reread this one after Dune. After I reread Dune, maybe I'll just go right into it because Dune got postponed anyway. The 𝓵𝓸𝓿𝓮. I think it's called We Are Legion. As the first one. That title, I kind of got weird. Like, wasn't that like a 4chan thing, whatever? And I think it's unrelated, or possibly the author was trying to meme it up. But it is a phenomenal trilogy, the 𝓵𝓸𝓿𝓮, and it's really smartly written and it's kind of snappy and quick, which is not typically like the science fiction I was reading around the time. You know, it's like doing Foundation and stuff, which is a little slow roll. You know, it's kind of steamroller. It's kind of like a cargo ship, comes in so slow to build momentum, but once you get going, you can't stop. But the 𝓵𝓸𝓿𝓮 is phenomenal, and I really am begging anyone to read it so that I can talk to someone about it. I will buy it for you. Option is good for one person, but you have to fucking read it, and like soon. But I crushed all 3 in like a month, you know, which is pretty good for me. I will read the 𝓵𝓸𝓿𝓮. I will pay for it, Occam's Blazer, because I love it. And they're so crushable. It's like a fucking natty light. You can just fucking dome it. Skull it. It's very easy. Okay, here we go. I gotta jump on the Zoom, guys. Let's do this. Okay, I need to get here. You guys can't see that. That's good. So you don't dox the Zoom call. Thank you, Occam's Blazer. You are gonna love it, man. I think it's just a super likable trilogy. I think it's just so. You don't need like a deep understanding of any kind of science fiction, of the lexicon of science fiction, or like, and it's kind of more modern written. It's a little snappy. It's written in the 21st century. A lot of great science fiction was written a long time ago. So, like, computers and cell phones are mainstream. It's great. And if you get like 6 chapters in and you just can't do it, then fine, I'll accept that. But I think it's an instant classic that is not getting the recognition it deserves. It explores some really great themes and it does it really smartly, and it's funny. And books I read are typically not funny. Wonder why that is. Okay, guys, let's try and jump in this motherfucking family Zoom. How the fuck do I find it? Who texts Zoom links? Is that not insane? Open Zoom meetings. No, I'm not downloading Zoom. I own Zoom. There it is. Holy shit. Hello. Hello. Okay. Hold on.
Okay, Marissa, Joe.
Oh.
You
Yo. Hold on, I'm about to put.
Joe, where is your hat?
I'm currently.
Why can't I hear it?
The money in the
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh shit.
I'm about to put them. I'm about to put them on the podcast. You guys didn't ask for this, but this is what's gonna happen. You guys are about to join my podcast.
Oh, Lord. Marissa.
Yeah.
Well, it's your turn.
Oh, hi, I'm Marissa.
How do you know everybody?
So we're in Texas now. For those of you who didn't know, Joe got a promotion and we're living outside of Dallas. Yeah, it's been a wild year. Same with Heather, broken limbs, COVID. Joe got MRSA.
Impaled foot.
An impaled foot. Remodeled the house out here. It's been crazy.
All in the same week.
But I would guess the impaled foot was from a nail.
No, you would think it was a nail, but it was a piece of
Okay,
wood
guys, it's not gonna.
onto the dock.
I don't know if you can hear it, but I don't think it's gonna be as funny as I'd hope so. I'm just gonna end the podcast. So, love you guys. Thanks for joining. Sorry this one was short. I will see you next week or maybe in the new year. But I love you guys. Love doing the podcast. Thank you very much. I wish I could do the podcast, the Zoom joke, but it's whatever.
I thought I already went.
Peace. Love you guys.